I'm Jason and welcome to my YouTube channel, Company Insight. In this video, I'm going to talk about the rise and fall of the Weather Channel and what they should do to stay relevant today. Successful cultural trends, inherently linked to a time period, hold high value in a consumer-based economy. In today's 2021 society, we can see resurgence of cultural relics being unearthed and sold to the tune of great profits. To name a few industries currently fawning over late 1990s aesthetics, we can see the National Basketball Association, or NBA, trending toward a lively, bordering on neon color scheme with their league-wide Modern Classics line of jerseys for the 2021 season. If you are interested in these 90s vibes, take a look at what the league did to tap into general nostalgia. It's so cool. Personally, growing up in the 90s in the United States, I can recall a distinct atmospheric element that has all but faded from the present-day view. This is the Weather Channel being constantly on in the background at the dentist's office, my mom's kitchen, or around the RadioShack at the shopping mall. These were positive memories of soothing background noises and pertinent information revolving around the dynamic, ever-changing weather. Today we'll talk about the rise and fall of this omnipresent company and how I think the Weather Channel can stay relevant to Millennials and Gen Z young adults today. But before we begin, if you guys enjoy videos like this, please click the like button, subscribe button, and that notification bell to know when new Company Insight videos come out each week. Thanks for doing that, and now let us continue on with the rise and fall of the Weather Channel. History of the Weather Channel. I'll keep this section brief and just focus on the key points so you get the big picture. The Weather Channel has quite a long storied history, having started in 1980 by Landmark Media Enterprises. Veteran broadcaster John Coleman devised the idea for the Weather Channel to be the first network to provide localized weather to its viewers with new technology in the form of weather star computers. Just so you know, back then, the Weather Channel was dramatically different from what you know today. It was simply a bare-bones channel providing weather statistics, information, and absolutely no entertainment value. That shifted in 1986 as the company shifted to an anchor-based news network and rebranded as the New Weather Channel. The 1990s and early 2000s were considered the peak period for the Weather Channel. In 1993, approximately 90% of cable TV subscribing American households had access to the Weather Channel, thus providing the distribution channel for the TV show to a wide range of people all across the United States. Technology improved with various new proprietary equipment for more accurate weather forecasting, and the channel also launched narrative programming, including the popular Storm Stories, which showed thrilling first-person accounts of deadly weather and weather-related disasters. The first sale of the Weather Channel. In 2008, Landmark put the channel up for sale. It was sold for $3.5 billion to NBC Universal Bain & Blackstone Group. Although no public information is released as the company is private, consultants SNL Kagan estimated that the channel had made a profit of $110 million in 2007 and that the channel itself was worth only about $1.5 billion. The hidden gems of the deal were actually weather.com and weather.co.uk. Back then, web tracking firm Comscore rated weather.com as the 16th most popular website in the United States, earning more than $100 million in revenue annually. As proper context at the time, Facebook was generating income of $150 million that year and was valued at $15 billion. My times have changed, right? Today, Facebook is worth more than $700 billion, so the deal back in 2008 actually valued the Weather Channel more as a high-growth tech company. This era was probably the peak of the Weather Channel. NBC had its own Weather Channel at that time as well, so as part of the integration, many of the Weather Channel's on-camera meteorologists were laid off, and the strategy of the channel shifted from long-form programming to just live forecast programming. During this time, many loyal viewers complained about these changes. Over time, trends were changing away from checking weather on TV, and 2014 started the network decline with DirecTV dropping the Weather Channel, followed by Verizon FIOs in 2015. How the Weather Channel lost $1 billion. Official revenue and statistics are not publicly provided, but these figures can give a glimpse how bad things have become. In 2015, IBM bought most of the Weather Channel's assets, including Weather.com, Weather Underground, the mobile apps, and the data platform for $2 billion. There was synergy as IBM wanted to use the Watson technology for weather predictions. A few years later, in 2018, Byron Allen, the head of Entertainment Studios, purchased the Weather Channel's television assets for $300 million. Although the numbers are estimates, it seems over $1 billion of value was destroyed in the past 10 years compared to the $3.5 billion price tag paid for the company in 2008, most likely from the Weather Channel programming side. Worse weather equals more audience for the Weather Channel. Taking a step back, chances are you're most likely to tune into the Weather Channel on your TV or go to weather.com if there's bad weather or a natural disaster. When I look back at the historical audience for the Weather Channel in the past 4 years, you see big spikes in weekly audience in the month of September each year. This is because this is when hurricane season hits in the North Atlantic. September 2017 was because of Category 5 Hurricane Irma. 2018 was because of Hurricane Florence, and 2019 from Hurricane Dorian, another Category 5. There will always be the potential for massive viewers during a natural disaster. This is where Weather Channel holds a corner of the nationwide market. As mentioned by Forbes, the Weather Channel attracted 70 million viewers in 2017, a year where several hurricanes and wildfires captivated U.S. viewers. Scientists predict several cities would see temperatures increasing over 3 degrees Fahrenheit by 2020. A rising climate like this will have an important impact on sea levels, hurricane severity, and other natural disasters, which is sure to drive viewership. When it rains, it pours success for the Weather Channel. However, when we look at the yearly average weekly audience, the trend is obviously down. Things are getting worse for the Weather Channel. It is definitely losing its audience. The real question moving forward is, how can the Weather Channel find their way back into the daily routines of Americans in a way that generates ad revenue? My thoughts: the 2.5-second hook for the Weather Channel. You might not realize it, people have instant access to the Weather Channel information on their phones. They use their service and support their infrastructure with the standard application on all Apple iPhones. Aside from its daily practicality for iPhone users and Android users who choose to download the free Weather Channel app, this corporate body holds a two-pronged golden key. People with a daily routine who take a quick 2.5-second glance at their smartphone weather app to prepare for their day are wired into the Weather Channel already. Now, therein lies the first aspect of that golden key: attention. With a delicate pivot towards the modern attention economy, I believe the Weather Channel can find a resurgence back into cultural relevance. Supply and demand, the new and old era of weather. Attention is earned, whether through shallow clickbait tactics or through value-based merit. The Weather Channel deserves the attention it may get, as it provides a concrete, practical service. However, demand is down for long-form weather-based programming. The Discovery Channel-esque programming of the classic Weather Channel served well in its heyday of cable and satellite television. As we dive deeper into the streaming age of entertainment today, the Weather Channel currently finds itself relevant, but for no more than 2.5 seconds of attention each day. So where is the opportunity? The streaming era has a bountiful supply of soothing ambient background music. But the standouts in this field do not combine the dual benefit of information and ambiance. The initial attention grabber of "What's today's weather?" is a beautiful hook to draw in the viewer. As an American citizen, I never noticed where my weather was coming from. I simply didn't think about it. I would hear terms like AccuWeather forecast and weather on the ones and just process that as time for the weather. Again, on an attention basis, the Weather Channel is doing great, but to do better, they need to tap into a basic human desire to stay safe no matter the elemental conditions. For me, I rarely check my weather iPhone app more than once during the day. If the Weather Channel can get back into people's routines, rather than the 2.5-second daily check, they can win with serious advertisement potential. The opportunity arises for innovation. In my perspective, the initial allure of the Weather Channel was its Zen ambiance and simple practicality for its era. Now it has evolved with the market, becoming the dominant weather source locked into the Apple iOS, but no longer has the need for a television station outside of those natural disaster times. A low-budget moneymaker can be established with a skeleton crew, large regional YouTube channels, a stream 8 hours a day with hosts, and general broadcasting materials with a focus on generating a renovated late 90s, early 2000s aesthetic with music, color schemes, all the way down to the classic digital typeface indicative of that reviving cultural era. You may ask yourself, why the late 90s, early 2000s? I've been working on a cultural theory for as many years as I can remember. Noting what trends are popular today and their implications on the taste of their contemporary demographic, the theory is based around the simple concept that individuals gravitate towards comforts and styles impressed upon them in their youth. If you search for Weather Channel articles on Google, they will all be 20-somethings or 30-somethings reflecting on their parents' house and how their childhood was colored by the local on the 8s with its seasonally changing elevator music. The Broadcast-Zen-Ambiance Market. The ultimate and simple money-making solutions comes from cracking the passive viewing streaming market. The Zen ambiance pervades YouTube with channels focused on ASMR or chill study or hangout music. These may be popular channels and successful streamers, but they are fulfilling one need, which is the relaxation of sound. The Weather Channel holds a sort of genetic memory of Broadcast-Zen ambiance. Check this weather scan from 2003. For me, I know that nostalgia plays a big role in my likes and dislikes, especially with regard to comfort. If I want to feel swaddled in my work, I feel that fireplace warmth as I tune into one of the countless Weather Scan YouTube archives. And that brings us to today. The Weather Channel has a long storied history but is no longer relevant in today's society. The potential for reinventing this commodity is possible with the Weather Channel's current infrastructure and a skeleton crew updating information to their 24/7 YouTube stream. By doing this, the Weather Channel would be able to reinvent an avenue to viewers looking to relax with nostalgia and pertinent information they might not otherwise explore. All markets evolve, and the weather market can play into the wide open field of ambient music. The potential is there for the Weather Channel to become hip, pick up some ad revenue, and open up opportunities for future creative explorations. So with that said, thank you so much for watching my video. There was a significant amount of research and production that went into the making of this video, so if you wouldn't mind giving the video a like and leaving a comment in the YouTube section below, it would really help out a lot. Be sure to check out some of my other videos like the rise and fall of New York and the rise and fall of Honda. Thank you again for watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Company Insight next week.